Making up this match so far, and indeed a very entertaining match. Only one yellow card so far issued to Charleston. And you look at the shots. Well, indeed, Battery actually with the advantage. Take a look at the goals so far for the first half of play. Well, this was a cracker on a free kick. Good stuff from Greg Simmons in the 16th minute. All right, that put Charleston up 1-0. You think that was good? Watch this. Steve Shack. Wow, a laser. That tied it up in the 32nd minute. From one Steve to another Steve. Steve Bell. Steve?
Coach, 2 great goals in the first half. A lot of chances for both sides. What'd you tell your team at halftime?
No, basically we got to keep it tight. I mean, the fella scored a great goal. I mean, I think we're playing quite well. It's a very entertaining game, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be another entertaining second half.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second.
This portion of the match brought to you by Umbro. Only soccer since 1924. In Charleston, in the red and black, you look at Virginia Beach in the all-white. So far, not noticed any changes to the teams. We'll let you know. In the recap, Charleston in the U.S. Open Cup semifinals, but out of the playoffs. But Virginia Beach has Greg Simmons. He's been a target all night, goes down. Very much needing the full 3 points tonight, as they are 6 points out of the final playoff spot. So a free kick coming up from Charleston. You look at Steve Shack, the goal scorer in the first half. Chronopoulos serves it in. That's Hutchison who got a boot on it. Nigel Henry sends it across. That was driven by Cutney, ricochets, and we'll have a throw-in from the corner for Charleston.
One thing Sean McDonald told us is he wanted to cut down on the set-piece opportunities. Right there, a set-piece, and here we've got a throw-in deep in Virginia Beach's territory to start the second half.
Nigel Henry trapped there by Dan Butsky, taking a swap. Chronopoulos, Cutney gets a boot on it. That's Justin Evans. Cleared away by Hamisi Monty Dove. And it'll be another throw-in as the Battery. And you see the pride of a defending champion. They're not playing like a team out of the playoffs. Nigel Henry. Headed away by Dan Butsky. Coming forward, Titus. Flag stays down. This is Chronopoulos. Puts it across the 6. And now Hutchison and company desperately working to clear it. Cutney again, that ricochet off Kevin Knott, and another corner kick for Charleston.
Always interesting to see how teams come out right after half. Right now, Charleston's flying. They're pushing forward, creating opportunities. A deep throw-in. Here's another corner, a couple quick shots. Virginia Beach is very slow reacting here early in the second half, and they're going to have to pick it up, especially in this corner.
Chronopoulos to take the corner, but it's Hutchison, the header. Kevin Jackson, though, instead for Charleston. Trying to get in position was Valencia. Hutchison takes a stab at it, but Charleston will keep possession. Martinez. Nigel Henry up from his left back position. And we're going to get a goal kick coming up. So finally, Virginia Beach may get some breathing room. Look at Ben Jones, the referee, and Matt Nilsson, the keeper tonight. But entertaining first half, as we talked about too. Just great goals.
I had a feeling we'd have a lot of goals. We didn't have a lot. We only had 2, but they definitely were superb goals, beautifully placed, and a lot of chances on both sides.
Third of 4 meetings this year. 2 teams play again Sunday in Charleston. First meeting was a 4-3 win by Charleston. Ball forward to Greg Simmons. Simmons has been a lot to deal with. Gets the shot up. He had Dan Butsky smothering him on defense, but still managed a way to get that shot off.
Yeah, Simmons, again, the target player, playing as the top forward with the other 2 guys behind as the remaining 2 forwards to bring up the entire 3. And Simmons just finding a lot of opportunities, a lot of room, going one-on-one, makes the right decision here. Takes the long shot. In the worst case scenario, maybe that takes a deflection, goes on goal, or picks up a corner, but a good idea there with the quick shot.
Kevin Knott can't win it. Instead, Cutney comes up with it now. Chronopoulos. Jacob Finger battling well and winning it for Virginia Beach. But Mark Jonas kind of caught flat-footed and had trouble as Charleston's been right on Virginia Beach players tonight. Jonas trying to spring Hamisi Amani Dove. Hamisi Amani Dove for Garcia. Garcia going down to the box, gets back up. And Hudak is there to clean things up.
And that's what Virginia Beach needs. They need Mark Jonas to get active like that. He finally gets the ball with some room, and he developed that whole play, started that out, switching the point of the attack with a quick cross, gets it to the far side, and they end up getting a good look on goal as take another one. Monty Dove cuts back here, not in shooting position, a low roller there with Garcia coming in, and looks like Garcia, as he was trying to get up, just get kicked from behind a little bit.
Garcia made the initial contact and kind of pushed Klein out of the way, and then Garcia's okay. Then what we expect to be the biggest crowd of the season, without question. I'm feeling the anxiety of this Virginia Beach team that somehow has to find a way to get at least one more goal. Great stuff by the Virginia Beach front office. They'll hack this place. Yeah, what is their next to last home game? Nigel Henry, headed by Chronopoulos. Tough clearance there for Virginia Beach. Finally get it to Jonas. Now Jacob Finger, and it'll be a throw-in coming up for the Battery.
Couple suspect clears out of the back for Virginia Beach. Looks like it's an easy opportunity just to get it out of danger, knock it out, especially with the three front runners that Charleston has, but giving the Battery some opportunities.
Steve Shack cleared away, and it's a throw-in coming up. Get Dante Washington, Major League Player of the Week, 38 points on the season.
One of the most dynamic players in the league, just an absolute force as a forward, and he really has the whole package. Quick on the ball, great one-on-one, natural scorer, and couple all of that with the fact that he's a worker. He doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He moves, gets open for it, and well, he's the A-League current Player of the Week.
Jacob Finger trying to knife into that slot, but cleared away by Henry. Kevin Knott coming forward. Finger, and he finds it going tough with Kevin Jackson on the near flank. Chronopoulos. Martinez making a run down the middle. Simmons toward the far post. Curls behind Martinez. Martinez trying to get inside Kerms. Now not. Valencia. Virginia Beach now. 51 minutes in, almost 52.
Valencia obviously likes going to that left side. No real mystery there, and good one-on-one defending there from Jonas, forcing him to get it on the right side, and then lost the ball once he made that decision.
Jason Cutney as we look at Ted Chronopoulos. Cutney on the throw, but Steve Shack, the header, now not. Finger traps it, turns, goes right to Justin Evans. Evans cranks, fires, the ricochet. Nilsson is out, and he's got it.
Tell you what, that's 4 or 5 clearances Virginia Beach has had right up the middle of the field, and not even a powerful clearance. It's almost like they're setting it up right there. That time Evans was the one who picked off the pass, and his shot, fortunately for Virginia Beach, was deflected and went wide, but Beach has to be careful with those clearances.
You see Monty Dove lost possession to Valencia, played back to Klein. And it'll go Virginia Beach's way. Into Steve Shack. And Buskey clears it upfield. Read well by Charleston. Jason Cutney. Now Simmons. Back to Cutney. For Chronopoulos, Nilsson off his line. He had to be. Well done by Charleston.
Yeah, that's what you like to see from your outside midfielder. Jason Cutney, again, not playing like a rookie at all. Chris Ramsey really didn't expect much from the first-year player. And really just great vision on that one to cut inside, draw the defender, and mix it up a little bit, cutting inside.
Steve Shack for Garcia. Back for Shack. Washington was going to make that run, but Shack put a little far in front of him. Kevin Jackson was part of the A-League Team of the Week, did well. And their win over Rochester, big win, 5-1. Rhinos have had their struggles on the road.
Really, when you look at a result like that, when you take the fact that this Charleston team can beat what was once the dynasty in the A-League, Rochester, by a score of 5-1, you take the fact that they're the only team left in the Open Cup, and you have to conclude that they're just underachieving this year. I mean, they've got the talent. You look down the roster, big names all over the roster for this Charleston team, and then you look at the win column, and there's only 4 wins.
But if they win the Open Cup, they could almost set it right. Greg Simmons makes the cross. Cutney was in the middle there for the Battery. There'll be a goal kick for Virginia Beach. 55 minutes in. Look at the cross by Simmons.
Simmons put that exactly where it needed to be. Kept it away from Nielsen. Took him out of the picture. About 7 yards from the goal, and gave the forward a chance to get it on goal.
Mark Jonas back to Misiamani. The Battery are not giving the Mariners any space. The minute they get possession, they're right there to close them down. The result, Chronopolis goes forward.
And Charleston definitely appears to be the team fighting for a playoff position right now. They're playing with a sense of urgency. They're high pressuring and winning all the loose balls.
Garcia's tracked all the way back. Now Shack. To Garcia, who's just run all over the field tonight. Garcia now looking for a Misiamani dove. He's come over here to the left side, but Nigel Henry, the force for the Battery, playing it back to keeper Dusty Hudak.
Hudak did better with that clearance than he did in the first half with the left foot. Nigel Henry nice and composed on the ball there with Amani Dove right behind him. And you're right, they definitely have moved. Amani Dove had 3 or 4 opportunities in that first half with a good look on goal, and they've moved him from that right midfield position as one of the targets now, up with Dante Washington.
Martinez trying to get onto it. And it'll be a free kick coming up for Virginia Beach. But Virginia Beach struggling to string the passes together here. As we're going to get, it looks like Josh Smith.
The yellow card to Carlos Garcia there. I think that was dissent probably, because he went in and he thought he hit the ball. The foul was called, and you see it right there. Referees don't like that, and that'll get you the card every time.
And Charleston contemplating a substitution. Josh Smith is warming up on the sideline. Martinez the flick. Hutchison no. But Jackson to sweep it up for Charleston. Simmons. So it was Jesus Martinez for Charleston, getting the card at the light of the crowd here in Virginia Beach. With Martinez, recipient of the card. Now we're going to get that substitution. In fact, it's going to be for Jesus Martinez. He will go out. Josh Smith will come in.
And maybe that was the frustration there. Not just that the foul didn't go his way, but also that he knew his number was up, and 57 minutes was all he was going to play tonight, and definitely frustrated, not even going to run across the field to exit. He's going to go straight to the locker room.
So Josh Smith checks in. Jesus Martinez takes the long way home. Well, he's going to head to the bench, it looks like. With a long walk. Dante Washington from Carlos Garcia. Finger coming right down the middle of the pitch, and the cross. Hudak chases it down, and he sends it our way, in fact. And we'll have a throw-in coming up for Virginia Beach.
Hudak's going to take no chances whatsoever when he looks up and sees Dante Washington right there. Did well to just clear it out and slow the pace down, allowing his defenders to get back and get set up.
So Washington on the throw-ins. Look at the eyes of Dusty Hudak. Jonas. Now to Dante. And that's not what he wanted there. He had the finger in the 6, but that got away from him. Look at Dante Washington. We're struggling to find him tonight, and or I should say in the second half. It's been a struggle really for Virginia Beach to put the passes together.
And I think the key is Jonas. You have to get Jonas involved in the middle of the field. He's really the playmaker. He sets it up for Washington, but right now, Charleston really just outworking Virginia Beach in the middle of the field. Jackson and Evans are just clogging up the center of the field and not allowing Jonas any time on the ball to set anything up.
From the back, Steve Klein for Charleston. Richardson tackles it away, but now Valencia. Kevin Jackson pokes it ahead to Simmons. Lost possession as Hutchinson now knocks it upfield. Dante Washington, but Nigel Henry right there. In the middle for Chronopoulos, doesn't reach him. Kevin Knott from the back. The finger. "60 minutes now. Virginia Beach trying to unlock Charleston.
Very patient as well. Again, with 30 minutes to go in this game, needing a goal. Again, a tie doesn't help Virginia Beach, especially when you look at that other result we saw with Atlanta winning. A win by Atlanta and a loss by Virginia Beach eliminates the Mariners from playoff possibilities.
Garcia. Henry is there, ready for Washington, as Hamisi Namidov got in the middle of all that, and Washington almost finished.
And if they do get eliminated, they're going to look back at opportunities like this. Really easy finishes for a guy like Dante Washington. Amani Dove this time was setting it up. You see a 3-on-3 situation here and a missed touch
by Henry.
A casual clearance there, and Hudak did well to come all the way out and really force that angle. Really wasn't a miss as much by Washington as much as it was Hudak coming out, cutting the angle down, but normally Washington can hammer that in, just chip it up over the goalie and get the goal.
A touch Henry would love to have back, as he basically gave it right to Hamisi Dove, and it was almost the Hamisi Dove, the Dante Washington, the Columbia, Maryland connection, both from Columbia, Maryland. As we look at Jason Cudney. Been busy on the right side of the park tonight.